it was when we started, it wasn't even a band. It was just a demo tape I made by myself.
Yeah.
I played all the instruments. I did it in 5 days. I thought it was really fun. Nirvana was over. I didn't have anything to do. I was depressed, and I thought, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna just go to the studio and record some shit by myself. Recorded it. I made 100 cassettes. I made a little cover for the cassette. I called it Foo Fighters because I didn't want people to think it was me. I wanted it to be like, wow, this new band is really cool, when really it was just one person. And then that starts getting out and whatever, and then I'd call Pat and I'd call Nate, and we start the band. Anyway, then we tour our fucking asses off, and then the second album, I'm like, okay, this is probably going to be the last record we ever make, so let's really make it good. So we really worked on that, like Everlong and My Hero and Monkey Ranch, stuff like that. That like we produced that. We worked on that with a great producer. And then after that, we were let out of our record contract. This is a technicality. The president of the record company, we had a key man clause, and he bailed. So we're like, cool. Now we're fucking not even, we can do whatever we want. So we had this easy out that was like, okay, do you want to keep doing, we're not obligated to do this. Should we keep doing it? And I had just moved back to Virginia, where I grew up, and I built a studio in my basement. I'm like, let's just fucking make a cool record and have fun. Every day we'd like barbecue at night. We'd fucking shoot hoops in the daytime, drink Coors Light all day long. It was spring in Virginia. We just made this record. And once we were done, then we said to the record companies, like, okay, who wants it? And then we did a deal. But it's kind of been like this. But, you know, inevitably, at some point, you question why you're doing it. And the thing that got weird with us was, we were making a record and it just wasn't working out. Our fourth record just didn't sound good, didn't feel good. We weren't into it. And then in the meantime, my buddy Josh from Queens of the Stone Age had just bailed his drummer. And he's like, dude, I got 2 weeks. Can you come just do the drums on the record? And they were like my favorite band. They were fucking amazing. And we're good friends. We've known each other for 30 years, a long time. I was like, yes, I get to play on a Queens of the Stone Age record. So go in and record the Queens, and it was kind of the opposite of what we were doing. What we were doing was like, okay, all right, let's just put this bass down and but the Queens of the Stone Age thing was like this collective lightning bolt of like, go, let's do this, and tracking live, and like you're all in the same room, like face to face, like it was fucking mean, like it was hungry, it was great, and so I go do that. And it's fucking badass. I was like, oh, this is good.
Those guys are really good.
They're fucking great. They are.
I really like
I've
them.
always said that they are, when they hit the stage, they're the best rock band in the world. Like nobody even gets close. There's amazing live bands who write powerful songs, Rage Against the Machine. There's amazing live bands that can make an audience go like this, The Prodigy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, for musicality and as a musician, you sit and watch Queens of the Stone Age and you're like, that's not fair.
Right.
What the fuck? Like everybody in the band is a fucking badass and they know it. So anyway, so I made that record and
So it was almost like you had an affair.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing with this other band. And it was the first time I played drums really since Nirvana.
Yeah.
And I fucking miss it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for me. I can't just go join some fucking band. I have to join a band where I'm just like, yeah, you know, I got to really fucking be into it. And so all of a sudden I'm in it and into it. And the songs are fucking great. And we're great. And I thought, okay. And then I tried finding them a drummer. I'm like, try this guy. What about this guy? And then I thought, okay, before they get a drummer who's way fucking better than me, let's just do one show. And we did a show at the Troubadour. And at the end of that show, Mark Lanigan, who's one of the singers in the band, he said, man, it'd be a shame if that's the only time we did that. And so meanwhile, I'm fucking making a record over here that is kind of uninspired. And then I'm over here kicking fucking ass. I'm like, you know what? I need to like go do this. And the guys were bummed. They're like, okay, bye. And it turned into something that wasn't going to end well. And then the Coachella was coming up. Foo Fighters were playing one day, Queens of the Stone Age were playing another day. And I thought it was gonna be our last show. I thought like, okay, this is it. This is fucking 2002 or something.
Yeah.
2001. And
So you're right in that 6-7 year
Yep.
range.
right there. And then did both, and somehow everyone just went, okay, and we kept going. But you know, at this point, it's like I always say that it's like we can't break up now. That's like your grandparents getting a divorce. Like, why even? What the fuck are they gonna do? You know what I mean? So why not? Like, we just have to just ride
You
it
guys
out.
can still sell out stadiums, though.
In
Since
places.
that's the case, I would say don't break up.
I agree.